Crews are headed there to help fight the fire, and we have just learned Portland firefighters are headed to the gorge to help out too.
Yeah, I want to bring in Rick Graves with Portland Fire. So Rick, appreciate you taking the time. How many folks are you sending, and what are you hearing about the firefighting efforts on the ground right now?
You know, we're part of a task force, a Multnomah County task force that was organized through the Oregon State Fire Marshal. We have three of our brush units going with 2 members on each, as well as a task force leader and a task force leader's aide. So we're sending 8 people with this particular task force. There'll be 4 other members that will comprise this. We'll have 2 members from Gresham and a brush unit, as well as a water tender out of Corbett, and they will be all under the direction of the task force leader, Jason Kelly, from our organization.
And Rick, I'm just curious, you know, we've heard about these evacuation zones for the Rowena fire, more than 700 homes impacted for the level 3 go now evacuation order, around 1,200 plus for the B set level 2 evacuation orders. I know that you're privy to information that we are not privy to sometimes, especially because you have crews headed out that way. Have you heard of any structures that have actually burned?
We have not. I have not heard of any structures that have been impacted or affected at this time. But, you know, this is the beginning of our season, right? We are expecting quite a significant fire season. We had a nice growth period of vegetation throughout the spring, and it's all drying out. We've had some early heat, and you know, as we were speaking earlier, as Matt was talking about the wind, we've got some significant weather to address that affects the fire growth. You know, fortunately on our side, the forecasts look as if they're going to be dying down, those winds, and the relative humidity is pretty decent. It's not in the low figures. So this is a fire that we can get after, we believe, pretty quickly as far as the Oregon State Fire Marshal, Mariana Ruiz Temple, is concerned. But she's very concerned that, you know, we're gonna see quite a lot of these fires, and is just asking people to be very cautious as we enter into this dry phase in our summer. Just, you know, not have any sparks that are unnecessary and whatnot, open flames, and usage of those types of facilities, if you will, that would possibly start a fire.
Rick, just very quickly here, we got about 30 seconds left. I just want to ask, sort of context and perspective, how unusual is it for Portland Fire and Rescue to be called out to help like in something like this so early in the game, within the first few hours of something breaking out like this?
Yeah, you know, Governor Kotek struck down the Emergency Act at just about 4:15, and we were notified shortly thereafter and mobilized. We have members that were on duty that are responding, and have crews coming in to fill their boots so that we can continue to mitigate any emergencies here in the city of Portland. But it is a rather early fire for us to be deploying to, but this is what we do. This is why we sign up for what we do, to help our own immediate community and go out and help the neighboring communities as they need. So we're honored to be asked by the Oregon State Fire Marshal and be a part of this Multnomah County task force. It is early. This is the first of probably many that we'll see that depart here from our training center at Station 2 out in Northeast Portland.
Okay, Rick Graves with Portland Fire and Rescue. Rick, please send our thoughts to the crews. Hope they stay safe.
Will do.